Jesteśmy przed galą GROMDA 8. Jest z nami Saulo Cavalari, legenda kickboxingu. Hello, Saulo.
Hello, guys.
And we are with the manager. Okay.
Yes. Hi, hello. Harris. Hi.
First, I'd like to ask you, how do you feel in Poland? How do you like the organization? How do you feel how it's organized?
Yes, it's a big show. It's a GROMDA TV. It's a big show. I'm so happy because today here is a big support event for me, for my manager, for my team. It's big happy.
Okay. When you compare this event, GROMDA, to the maybe Glory, to the Hardcore FC, how do you feel it? Is it maybe better than the biggest organizations in the world?
Yes.
I think we just had a good winning streak a few weeks ago, and Saulo is very positively surprised about the GROMDA organization and how it's growing. We are very positive surprised about the fighters. They look ready, they look fit, and Saulo is getting ready to perform tomorrow.
This is not the first fight with a pole. I don't know if you remember, 2012 you had a fight with Tomasz Serrara. You don't lose often, but that was fight. How do you remember this fight?
Yes, I remember the fight. This Tomasz Serrara is a big fighter. He's a Poland guy, yes, a Poland guy, and last 10 years old. He's a big opponent for me. He's a big happy because today in the city, in the country, yes.
Okay. I'd like to ask you, you're fighting with the Gleba. Have you ever saw the GROMDA events? Maybe you saw him fighting?
Yes, Gleba is a good fighter. I respect the Gleba because a good boxing, but I stay here because I need the work. I have my dreams. My manager is the belt.
Okay. What is the most difference between kickboxing and bare knuckle fighting? What's more exciting in the bare knuckle fighting?
When he made the switch from kickboxing to bare knuckle fighting, it was we had a little work with distance, more hands, less kicking. But we had a good training camp in Brazil. Unfortunately, Saulo's main trainer Neo is not here. So we did a good training camp in Brazil, and we finished the training camp after the last fight in Moscow. He stayed there and finished the training camp. So we did some stuff behind the scenes because, of course, we are a big team, and we studied Gleba. What we can find, and we prepared for his kind of fighting, and I think that Poland will have a surprise tomorrow. We are ready for it.
Is there any difference in training kickboxing and to bare knuckle fights?
Yes, I have the big difference because it's a bare knuckle fight. It's a one punch. It changes the results of the fights. Kickbox is a similar, but bare knuckle fight have the not gloves, not energy. Is the man versus man. Yeah, the big challenge for me, but I stay prepared in my car, in my life, for the new bare knuckle fight.
Okay, I'd like to know, is there any difference between kickboxing and bare knuckle fighting about the tactic? Because we saw your fight on Hardcore FC, and your opponent tried to smash you like a hurricane. He was just coming and coming. Is this experience from kickboxing, with your huge experience, does it make a big change? Is it a big advantage?
Yeah.
Yes, we studied that. We saw and we knew already when we got the fight in Moscow that bare knuckle fighting is very aggressive. And everybody's looking for the one punch to finish the fight, and this is what we know, that this is our advantage because Saulo has a good overview on counter fighting, and so we are picking the small details and picking the small holes to dig in a punch, and this is what we think is going to be our advantage because Saulo's experience and his overview on the ring is very large.
How did you feel in Russia during this March fight? Because we know how is the situation with the war in the Ukraine. Yeah. Did you have any issues made by this? Because we know that there's no flights from Russia and something like that.
Yes, it's a big hard. It's a moment in the world. The Russia don't have the flights. I love in the world, but it's a problem. The big problem for athletes is a different moment. I include the new fights in Bernaculo, but it's not have the problems in the Russia and the other country. But these are different times in the world, different times for athletes. It's different.
Okay. My last question is about this belt, because you pointed that earlier. We know that if you want to win the title, you must take part in the tournament right now. So, do you want to take part in the tournament? Because we know it's something different than just the extra fights, because you need to have 3 wins. Do you feel like you're coming back and you're taking part in the tournament?
Yes, we discussed about that, and we talked about it and discussed it, and of course we want Saulo to be champion here, and we didn't name him CASSIUS CLAY for no reason. There's a reason why the name is there, and every place he had been to in his life, he ended up taking the belt. And yes, of course, this is a game changer. Fighting 3 fights in one night is different. We'll take this fight tomorrow, and if we enter the tournament, we're going to prepare differently. So this is nothing new. We just have to train and prepare differently than we used to.
As you said, the nickname CASSIUS CLAY. Can you say us about the story of this nickname?
Yes, it's the last time I include in the trainings in the gym. I use the hair, the similar, but the children's understand is a similar, the face and the box movements, because I include in the fights, no in the kickbox, in the box is the similar. My master, Saulo CASSIUS CLAY. Yeah, I like it because Muhammad Ali's big name is. I love the Muhammad Ali, Muhammad family is so happy because this is his name, is the fights.
Okay, we hope that we will see your Muhammad Ali skills tomorrow. Thank you so much for the interview.
Okay.
Thank you, Saulo.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Colin.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. Thanks.